Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you the ins and outs of cutting ear tabs.
Take it away, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. Stop thinking about you.
All right, so I want to come on here today and I wanted to really dive a little bit deeper into ear tabs, how you cut them, why you cut them, and all of that stuff. I do have a couple videos where I've done ear tab cutting before. I'll put it right here for you guys, but I don't really go into a huge in-depth conversation with you about it, and also a couple other steps that I do after I cut my ear tabs off that I really wanted to show you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that right now. All right, so I actually run on the petite side. I have a little bit of a smaller head, so ear tabs for me are usually something that I have to always cut off of a wig. So when I get a wig, the way I kind of figure out if I need to cut the tabs at all is I will go ahead and cut the lace off, put it on my head, and then I like to take my hands and just do this little tuck. And as you can see, when I tuck, I have little flaps. Super cute, right? No, not cute. And we're gonna go ahead and be able to just kind of cut these off. And then that way, when we tuck our hair behind us or we put it up or anything like that, it's going to look flat and it's not gonna be flapping in the wind. All right, so once I have this wig on my head and I really can look and see how much of this I'm gonna wanna take off, you can also, if you are nervous about not taking off the right amount, you can take a little piece of chalk or some type of little marker or pen if you want, and you can actually mark this area that you wanna remove. I'm not gonna do that, but that's definitely an extra step that you can take if you are a little bit nervous about making sure you cut off the exact amount that you need to remove. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and be cutting the ear tab off of this wig right here. And one thing I wanted to point out to you guys, because I know this is really, I think, where people get a little nervous about cutting ear tabs off, is if you look at this ear tab right here, you can see there is sewing. So this is where they have sewn these wefts on the outside to the lace. So I'm gonna show you guys, once we cut the ear tabs off, what you need to do to keep these tracks from lifting up, because now we're removing some of the stitching that's here. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna show you guys at the end how you can do that. All right, so all you're gonna need to do this is two things. The first thing you're gonna want is a pair of scissors. I recommend sharp scissors, especially when you're doing this, because you have to cut through some hair, some wefting, some sewing. So make sure you've got nice sharp scissors. Craft scissors are great. Hair cutting shears are fine. Whatever you have, just make sure it's sharp. And then the other thing you're gonna need is some glue. So I am using nail glue. You can use super glue or nail glue, whichever you prefer, but I have a ton of nail glue lying around. So this is what I'm gonna be using. All right, so you can choose to do this before you cut the lace or after. I like to do it after I cut the lace because then I can really see what I need to remove. And I'm going to go ahead and follow where I need to cut off. So you're gonna see I'm cutting into this sewing, and that is completely fine. Don't worry about it, it'll be all right. And then we're just gonna bring this up and kind of just have it line up with that. And then you can go ahead and go in and just adjust it as you need to make it kind of uniform and smooth. So that's kind of what you're gonna have when you're done. It also is gonna vary based on the shape of your ear and everything like that, but I usually need to just go straight across for mine. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And then you're gonna wanna just take a brush. This one, obviously, I would recommend. This works really well to get out extra hairs and detangle, and I just think it's really great for this process in particular. So you're just gonna take this and you're gonna wanna make sure that you brush all of that extra hair out, because you are going to have quite a bit that is going to come out of here. So this right here is all the hair that we've removed from that ear tab side. The other thing I really like about doing this is it's really gonna kind of help thin out the area around your face, especially if you do run smaller like I do. It just kind of helps kind of just soften the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the other side, and then I will show you guys exactly what it looks like when I put it on. All right, so after I go ahead and cut it where I think it needs to be, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on, and I'm gonna check to make sure I'm good. So we're just gonna do the same thing that we did before, and we're gonna tuck. And as you can see now, when I'm tucking, this is staying completely down and flat. The only issue you might have when you're cutting your ear tabs is you might see your sideburns coming out a little bit. And if it doesn't match the wig, then you're gonna maybe notice it. But I actually usually just shave my sideburns because I wear wigs. So right now I haven't, so you can kind of see the regrowth, but normally I wouldn't have any hair here, and then you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference. All right, so the last thing that you're gonna wanna do, and this is really just something that I highly recommend after you're cutting anything that is attached to wefts, because what'll happen, and I'll show you, is these little wefts that were sewn in here are now gonna be flapping and lifting a little bit. And if you don't do something to seal them or keep them back on, you could start having wefts coming off of your head, and that's not a good look. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to fix this. It's super, super easy, and super fast. All right, so what I like to do is I like to pin the side of the hair back, and that's gonna show you kind of right away if any of your wefting is lifting. So now, as you can see where we're looking right here, you can see these wefts that are attached to the lace, and you can also see that now that we've cut the end part of the sewing, they are kind of flapping up a little bit. So you want to go ahead and take care of this now while it's just a tiny lifting, instead of waiting until it's lifting really, really far off your head. So we're going to go ahead and be taking this nail glue right here, and I'm going to go ahead and just be putting a little dot right underneath the weft, and then I'm going to be pressing it to the lace, and that's really going to fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on this side, and I will show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. All right, so as you can see, when I'm doing this too, I am taking my fingers and I am pinching so that I don't accidentally attach the lace to my wig head. And then I also want to make sure when I'm doing it that I'm moving any of the wefting that is sitting right next to it, because I don't want to glue the hair on top of it. So you just want to make sure you're trying to pull that hair away as much as you can. And then now you can see I've glued all these down so they're not lifting up at all. And then sometimes I will also notice once I glue them down, there might be a little bit more sticking out than the lace. So I'll just go ahead and go in there and I'll just trim it if I see a little piece sticking out further. All right, so once you go ahead and do that, now you can see this wig is not having any wefting lifting and it's good to go. It's pretty easy to do. I just know that a lot of times taking scissors to the lace, especially when you're cutting into sewing, can be really scary. So I just wanted to clear up all of your questions and show you that it actually is quite easy to do. And this is the best way to customize your wig to your head. Most synthetic wigs especially are not custom fit for you. They're kind of a one size fits all, which doesn't fit all. So this is a great way to customize your wig for you, to make it your own, and to really make sure it fits you perfectly. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
Take it away, what did you do? I just can't get enough.